Have you ever wondered why some men seem to succeed while others struggle their entire lives? The truth is harsh. Most men stay broke and ignored not because of bad luck, but because of their own habits and mindset. They fall into patterns that keep them trapped in financial struggle and social invisibility. Instead of building wealth, they waste time on distractions. Instead of taking risks, they stay in their comfort zone. Instead of improving themselves, they seek approval from others. These small but critical choices separate those who thrive from those who stay stuck. Success isn't about having rich parents or being born lucky. It's about the decisions you make every single day. If you keep making the wrong ones, spending recklessly, avoiding challenges, and refusing to grow, then life will keep you broke and overlooked. The world respects men who take control of their lives, not those who complain about their problems. If you want to be different, you must be willing to face uncomfortable truths and change your habits. In this video, we'll reveal 9 harsh reasons why most men stay broke and ignored. Some of these might be tough to hear, but they are exactly what you need to change your life. If you're ready to break free from this cycle and start making real progress, keep watching. Let's get started. Number 1, poor money habits. Money is a tool, and how you manage it determines your future. Unfortunately, most men stay broke because they develop poor money habits that trap them in financial struggle. It's not always about how much you earn, it's about how you handle what you have. Even men who make a decent income can find themselves living paycheck to paycheck if they don't have financial discipline. One of the biggest mistakes is spending more than you earn. Many men try to impress others with expensive clothes, the latest gadgets, or a flashy lifestyle they can't afford. They get caught in a cycle of debt, relying on credit cards and loans to maintain a lifestyle beyond their means. Instead of saving and investing, they prioritize short-term pleasure, which leads to long-term financial stress. Another common problem is failing to budget. Without a clear plan for where your money is going, it's easy to waste it on unnecessary expenses. Many men spend mindlessly on fast food, subscriptions, and entertainment, leaving little for important things like savings, investments, or emergencies. A budget is not about restricting yourself, it's about giving every dollar a purpose. Lack of financial education is another major reason men struggle. Schools don't teach personal finance, and many men never take the time to learn about managing money, investing, or building wealth. Instead, they rely on outdated advice or financial myths, keeping them stuck in bad habits. One of the worst habits is not saving or investing. Many men believe they will start saving later when they make more money, but that day never comes. The truth is, saving and investing should start with any amount, no matter how small. Even setting aside a little each month builds financial security over time. Finally, living without a financial goal is a silent killer of wealth. If you don't have a clear vision for where you want to be financially, you'll continue to drift aimlessly. Setting goals, whether it's buying a home, starting a business, or retiring early, gives you direction and motivation to make smarter financial choices. How to fix it? Track your income and expenses to see where your money goes. Create a budget and stick to it. Avoid unnecessary debt and live within your means. Start saving and investing, no matter how small. Educate yourself on financial management and wealth building. Set clear financial goals to stay focused on long-term success. By changing these habits, you can take control of your financial future and escape the cycle of being broke. The sooner you start, the better your future will be. Number 2, too much time. Wasted time is the most valuable resource a man has, yet most men waste it without even realizing it. Unlike money, which you can earn back, time is something you can never recover. The harsh truth is that many men stay broke and ignored because they fail to use their time wisely. Instead of investing in personal growth, skills, or wealth-building activities, they waste countless hours on distractions that add no real value to their lives. One of the biggest culprits is mindless entertainment. Many men spend hours scrolling through social media, watching endless videos, binge-watching TV shows, or playing video games for long stretches. While entertainment in moderation is fine, excessive consumption turns into an addiction that steals valuable time that could be used to improve their future. Another major time waster is procrastination. Many men have dreams and goals, but they keep putting them off. They tell themselves they will start working out, learning a new skill, or launching a business someday. But someday never comes because they let excuses, laziness, or fear of failure hold them back. Every day wasted is another day they stay stuck in the same place. Lack of focus and discipline is another reason men fail to use their time wisely. They start something but get distracted easily, never finishing what they begin. This constant switching between tasks leads to little or no progress. Instead of mastering one thing, they remain average at many things, which keeps them from standing out or achieving real success. Many men also spend too much time with the wrong people. Instead of surrounding themselves with ambitious and motivated individuals, they waste hours hanging out with negative, unmotivated friends who don't push them to grow. The people you spend time with shape your mindset and habits. If your circle lacks ambition, you will too. Another trap is failing to plan their day. Without a clear schedule or daily goals, most men drift through life, reacting to whatever happens instead of taking control. Successful men plan their days with intention, setting clear priorities and using their time productively. How to fix it? Limit social media, TV, and gaming time. Set strict boundaries. Replace distractions with productive habits like reading, learning, or exercising. Stop procrastinating. Take action, even if it's small steps. Focus on one goal at a time and stay committed. Surround yourself with motivated and successful people. Plan your day in advance to stay on track and make the most of your time. If you don't take control of your time, distractions will control you. The difference between success and failure often comes down to how you spend your time. Choose wisely. Number 3, fear of failure. Fear of failure is one of the biggest reasons why most men stay broke and ignored. Instead of taking action toward their goals, they let fear hold them back. They hesitate, overthink, and stay in their comfort zone, afraid of making mistakes. But the truth is, failure is not the enemy, inaction is. Many men grow up believing that failure is something to be ashamed of. They fear what others will think if they try and don't succeed. This fear causes them to avoid taking risks, whether it's starting a business, asking for a promotion, or improving themselves. Instead of chasing their dreams, they settle for a safe and predictable life, which often leads to mediocrity. One major problem is perfectionism. Many men think they need to have everything figured out before they start. They wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect situation. But in reality, perfection doesn't exist. The most successful people in the world failed multiple times before they succeeded. What sets them apart is that they didn't let failure stop them. They learned from it and kept going. Another issue is negative self-talk. Men who fear failure often convince themselves that they are not smart enough, talented enough, or capable enough. This self-doubt paralyzes them and keeps them stuck in the same place. Instead of believing in their ability to grow and improve, they assume failure is permanent. Fear of failure also leads to missed opportunities. While others take action, build skills, and take chances, fearful men hesitate and watch from the sidelines. The longer they wait, the more opportunities they lose, and eventually they are left behind. The truth is, failure is part of success. Every successful person has failed many times. The difference is that they see failure as a lesson, not an ending. If you want to stop being broke and ignored, you need to rewire how you think about failure. How to overcome fear of failure. Take action, even if it's not perfect. The only way to grow is by doing. See failure as feedback. Every mistake teaches you something valuable. Stop worrying about others' opinions. Most people are too busy with their own lives to care. Develop a growth mindset. You can improve with time, effort, and learning. Surround yourself with action takers. Being around ambitious people will push you forward. Start small and build confidence. Each small win helps overcome fear. If you let fear of failure control you, you will stay exactly where you are. But if you embrace failure as part of the journey, you'll grow, improve, and create real success. The choice is yours. Number 4, weak mentality. A weak mentality is one of the biggest reasons why most men stay broke and ignored. It's not external circumstances that hold them back. It's their mindset. A man with a weak mentality avoids challenges, gives up easily, and blames others for his failures. Instead of taking control of his life, he remains stuck in excuses, fear, and self-doubt. One major sign of a weak mentality is constant complaining. Many men blame the government, the economy, their boss, or their upbringing for their lack of success. While life can be unfair, complaining changes nothing. Strong men focus on what they can control, while weak men waste energy on things they can't. Another issue is lack of resilience. When things get tough, men with a weak mindset break down or quit. They let small setbacks discourage them instead of using them as learning experiences. Successful men face challenges head-on and push through difficulties, knowing that success requires endurance. Victim mentality is another major problem. Many men believe life is against them, and they see themselves as powerless. They say things like, "I can't do this," or "I'm just unlucky." But the truth is, no one is coming to save them. The sooner they take full responsibility for their lives, the sooner they can change their situation. A weak mentality also leads to fear of criticism. Men who are mentally weak care too much about what others think. They hesitate to take risks because they're afraid of judgment. But in reality, people will always have opinions. What matters is whether you're moving forward. Strong men don't seek approval, they focus on their goals. Another weakness is lack of self-discipline. Men who lack mental strength struggle to stay consistent. They set goals but don't follow through because they lack the willpower to push themselves. They choose comfort over growth, pleasure over progress, and laziness over discipline. But success requires sacrifice and effort. How to develop a strong mentality? Take responsibility for everything in your life. Stop blaming others. Build resilience. Push through failures and setbacks instead of giving up. Adopt a problem-solving mindset. Focus on solutions, not excuses. Stop seeking approval. Do what's best for you, regardless of opinions. Practice self-discipline. Do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. Surround yourself with strong-minded people. Your environment shapes your mindset. A weak mentality keeps men broke and ignored. A strong mentality builds confidence, success, and respect. The choice is simple. Become mentally strong or remain stuck. Number 5, short-term thinking. One of the biggest reasons most men stay broke and ignored is short-term thinking. They focus on immediate gratification instead of long-term success. Instead of planting seeds for the future, they chase quick pleasures, easy money, and temporary comfort, never realizing how much this mindset holds them back. A common example is spending instead of investing. Many men prioritize buying expensive clothes, gadgets, or luxury items instead of saving or investing their money. They would rather look rich today than actually build wealth for tomorrow. This short-term thinking traps them in a cycle of paycheck-to-paycheck living with no financial security. Another issue is avoiding skill development. Instead of learning valuable skills that could increase their earning potential, many men waste years in low-paying jobs because they don't want to invest time in self-improvement. They want results now without putting in the effort. But success requires patience, learning, and consistent action. Short-term thinking also affects health and discipline. Many men skip workouts, eat unhealthy food, or neglect their well-being because they don't see the immediate benefits. But over time, poor health choices lead to low energy, lack of confidence, and preventable health issues. A strong body and mind are long-term investments that pay off in every area of life. A dangerous mindset is chasing fast money. Many men fall into get-rich-quick schemes, gambling, or risky investments because they want instant success. They don't want to build something slowly and steadily. But real wealth takes time. Those who chase shortcuts often lose everything, while those who plan for the long term create lasting success. Another example is quitting too soon. Many men start a business, a fitness plan, or a new habit but give up after a few weeks because they don't see instant results. They lack patience and perseverance, expecting success overnight. But anything worthwhile, wealth, relationships, or personal growth requires time and effort. How to shift to long-term thinking. Delay gratification. Make sacrifices today for a better future. Invest instead of spend. Save money, learn skills, and build assets. Focus on personal growth. The more you learn, the more you earn. Take care of your health. Your body is an investment, not an expense. Think years ahead, not days. Ask yourself, will this decision help me in 5 years? Stay committed. Success takes time. Don't quit just because results aren't instant. A man who thinks long-term will always be ahead of those who focus on quick fixes. If you want to break free from being broke and ignored, start making choices today that your future self will thank you for. Number 6, no self-improvement. One of the biggest reasons most men stay broke and ignored is their failure to invest in self-improvement. Instead of growing and becoming better, they remain the same year after year, expecting life to change without changing themselves. The truth is, if you don't improve, you stay stuck, financially, socially, and mentally. A major issue is lack of learning. Many men stop educating themselves after school. They never pick up a book, take a course, or learn a new skill. Meanwhile, successful people constantly seek knowledge, sharpening their minds and adapting to new opportunities. In a fast-changing world, staying the same means falling behind. Another problem is avoiding challenges. Many men stick to what is easy and familiar, never stepping outside their comfort zone. Growth happens when you face difficult situations, learn new skills, and push beyond your limits. If you avoid challenges, you also avoid progress. Poor health habits are another sign of no self-improvement. Many men neglect exercise, eat poorly, and lack discipline in taking care of their bodies. A weak body leads to low energy, poor confidence, and a lack of drive to succeed. Strong men prioritize their physical and mental health as part of self-improvement. Another mistake is stagnant thinking. Many men believe their circumstances define them, rather than realizing they can change and improve. They stay trapped in old ways of thinking, never questioning their habits or beliefs. A growth mindset, believing you can develop new skills and improve, is essential for success. Many also lack social skills. They don't work on communication, confidence, or networking. As a result, they miss out on opportunities, struggle in relationships, and fail to connect with successful people who could help them grow. Improving how you interact with others can open doors in both personal and professional life. How to start self-improvement? Read daily. Books, articles, and podcasts can change your mindset and knowledge. Develop new skills. Learn something valuable that increases your earning potential. Step out of your comfort zone. Do things that challenge you and force growth. Take care of your body. Exercise, eat well, and stay disciplined. Surround yourself with growth-minded people. Your environment shapes you. Work on your communication skills. Better social skills mean better opportunities. Adopt a growth mindset. Believe that you can improve and take action toward it. A man who refuses to improve himself will always remain behind. Those who grow, learn, and push their limits will rise above the rest. If you want a better life, you must become a better man, because success is built on self-improvement. Number 7, bad social circle. The people you surround yourself with have a huge impact on your success. Many men stay broke and ignored because they spend time with the wrong crowd, people who bring them down instead of pushing them forward. Your environment shapes your mindset, habits, and future. If your social circle is holding you back, so is your life. One major problem is being around negative people. If your friends constantly complain, make excuses, and blame others for their failures, you will adopt the same mentality. Negativity is contagious, and if you're always surrounded by it, it becomes your normal way of thinking. Another issue is spending time with unmotivated people. If your friends have no goals, no ambition, and no desire to improve, you will likely follow their path. You might feel like the smartest or most hardworking person in your group, but if that group is filled with people who don't challenge you, you are limiting your own potential. Many men also waste time with people who encourage bad habits. If your social circle revolves around partying, wasting money, or avoiding responsibility, you'll find yourself doing the same. It's hard to build success when the people around you are constantly dragging you into distractions. Another common mistake is staying in toxic relationships. Whether it's friends, family, or romantic partners, toxic people drain your energy, lower your confidence, and keep you from growing. If someone is constantly criticizing you, discouraging your goals, or making you feel small, they are a roadblock to your success. Your social circle should push you to be better. The most successful men understand that the people around them influence their mindset and habits. They seek out friends, mentors, and business connections who inspire them to improve. If you're always surrounded by winners, you'll naturally start thinking and acting like one. How to fix your social circle? Evaluate your current circle. Ask yourself, are these people helping me grow or keeping me stuck? Limit time with negative people. If someone constantly brings you down, distance yourself. Find ambitious friends. Surround yourself with people who have goals and drive. Look for mentors. Learn from successful people who can guide and inspire you. Join growth-focused communities. Networking groups, mastermind circles, and self-improvement communities can introduce you to like-minded individuals. Be willing to outgrow people. Not everyone will grow with you, and that's okay. If you want to change your life, start by changing your social circle. The people around you can either lift you up or pull you down. Choose wisely because your success depends on it. Number 8, lack of discipline. Discipline is the foundation of success. Without it, even the most talented or intelligent man will struggle. Many men stay broke and ignored because they lack the discipline to stay consistent, make sacrifices, and push through discomfort. Success isn't about luck or shortcuts. It's about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. One of the biggest signs of a lack of discipline is inconsistent effort. Many men start projects, habits, or goals, but give up when results don't come fast enough. Whether it's a business, fitness routine, or self-improvement journey, they quit too soon because they lack the patience and persistence to see things through. Another problem is procrastination. Men who lack discipline often delay important tasks, telling themselves, "I'll do it later." But later turns into never. Instead of taking action, they get stuck in a cycle of excuses, distractions, and wasted time. Success comes to those who take action, not those who wait for the perfect moment. Addiction to comfort is another major issue. Many men prefer short-term pleasure over long-term success. They choose entertainment over education, laziness over productivity, and fun over responsibility. But discipline means making sacrifices, saying no to distractions, and prioritizing what truly matters. A lack of discipline also leads to poor financial habits. Undisciplined men spend money recklessly, failing to save or invest. They lack the self-control to stick to a budget, resist unnecessary purchases, or build financial security. Without discipline, wealth is impossible to maintain. Discipline also affects physical and mental health. Many men struggle with consistency in exercise, healthy eating, and mental well-being. They want a strong body and sharp mind, but fail to develop the habits that make it possible. Health requires daily effort, something only discipline can provide. How to develop discipline? Set clear goals. Know exactly what you want and why it matters. Create daily habits. Discipline is built through consistent routines. Eliminate distractions. Remove anything that pulls you away from your goals. Develop self-control. Learn to delay gratification and resist temptations. Stay accountable, track progress, and surround yourself with disciplined people. Push through discomfort. Growth happens when you do hard things. Take action daily. Even small efforts done consistently lead to massive results. Discipline is the difference between success and failure. Without it, a man will always remain stuck, making excuses instead of progress. If you want to escape being broke and ignored, develop discipline. It's the key to transforming your life. Number 9, need for approval. One of the biggest reasons men stay broke and ignored is their constant need for approval from others. Instead of making decisions based on logic, ambition, or personal values, they seek validation from friends, family, or society. This mindset keeps them trapped, afraid to take risks, afraid to stand out, and afraid to chase their true potential. A major issue is fear of judgment. Many men hesitate to pursue big goals or take bold actions because they're worried about what others will think. They want to fit in, avoid criticism, and be liked by everyone. But the truth is, no one ever achieves greatness by playing it safe or seeking approval. Another problem is following the crowd. Many men make choices based on societal expectations rather than their true desires. They take jobs they hate, buy things they can't afford, or act in ways that don't align with who they really are, just to gain approval. This leads to frustration, financial struggles, and a lack of true fulfillment. The need for approval also leads to weak decision-making. Instead of trusting their own judgment, men who seek validation constantly ask for opinions, hesitate to take action, and rely on others to tell them what to do. This prevents them from developing confidence and independence. Many men also struggle with saying no. They fear disappointing others, so they agree to things that waste their time, money, and energy. Whether it's bad financial decisions, toxic relationships, or pointless activities, saying yes to everything often leads to failure and exhaustion. Another issue is letting emotions control decisions. When someone is too focused on approval, they become overly sensitive to criticism. A single negative comment or rejection can crush their confidence and make them doubt their abilities. But strong men learn to ignore unnecessary opinions and focus on their own path. How to overcome the need for approval? Stop seeking validation. You don't need permission to chase your goals. Trust your decisions. Learn to rely on your own judgment. Say no without guilt. Protect your time, energy, and priorities. Ignore unnecessary criticism. Not everyone's opinion matters. Focus on results, not approval. What you achieve is more important than what others think. Surround yourself with independent thinkers. Be around people who encourage self-confidence. Embrace rejection. It's a natural part of success. Don't fear it. A man who needs approval will always be controlled by others. But a man who trusts himself, makes bold choices, and stands by his values will command respect, build success, and live life on his own terms. If you want to stop being broke and ignored, stop seeking approval and start seeking growth.